அனௌன்ஸ் பண்ணுங்கண்ணே ஷரத். அனௌன்ஸ் பண்ண என்ன எங்கே இருக்கோன்னு சொல்லுடா. The Academy of Arts, Academics and Arts in Huntsville for the County Spelling Bee 2010. Sharath is here among other kids.
Students participating. The winner from today's competition will attend the Alabama State Spelling Bee sponsored by Adventure Travel on March the 6th in Birmingham. Also, the winner and the alternate will be invited to the Kiwanis Club of Huntsville on February the 15th to celebrate their success. The Kiwanis Club of Huntsville provides not only savings bonds and trophies for the winner, but a dinner for their family and a bunch of guys to get to celebrate these kids. These are great kids. For the students and the parents that are not going to be able to go to the state competition on March the 6th, we invite you to our Pancake Day, which will be held at Huntsville High School, again on March the 6th. That's enough of my commercials. I want to introduce to you our officials for the day. They are members of the Kiwanis Club of Huntsville. That's what we do. We support this. Our first official is Mr. Glenn Smith, down here. Our next official is Mr. John Hubbard. And the current president of the Kiwanis Club of Huntsville, Mr. Ken Keller. Our pronouncer today, who's been the pronouncer at the Madison County Spelling Bee for longer than I can remember, is Mr. Rod Stakeley. Before we get to the official bee itself, Mr. Stakeley will come up, talk about the spelling bee, kind of the rules. He'll get the students up on the stage, and we'll start the spelling bee from there. A couple of housekeeping items before we move.
Pleasure for me to, I guess, second the welcome that you've already received on behalf of the Kiwanis Club of Huntsville. It is our privilege because it's our heart to serve kids in this community, and it's a great privilege that we have to support this and many other activities that directly affect your children's lives. So we welcome you. Let me just kind of ask as we begin this morning, how many of you have been contestants before on this stage? I know you've all been through a competition, but how many of you have actually been here before? So I know there are a number. I recognize some of the names as I look through it, but most of you have not. And that's next is it Tamia or Tamia Hampton? Come on up, please, from Harvest Elementary School. David Harris from the Academy for Science and Foreign Language Middle School. Evan Husinger, Catherine Ingram from Randolph School Elementary. Evan Jenkins from Discovery Middle School. Cameron Kennedy from Academy for School. Emery Malone from Heritage Elementary School. Luke McCombs from Riverton Elementary School. Ryan Michaels from Valley Fellowship Christian Academy. Haley Millam from Williams Elementary. Ethan Miller from Hazel Green Elementary. From Columbia Elementary School. Nikki Owens from Mill Creek Elementary. Peyton Robinson from Meridian Middle School. If you will, wait and let Nikki get seated so we'll stay in order there. Lauren Runyons, I'm sorry. Lauren Runyons from Providence Classical School. Them to you, but you don't have to do them. All you have to do is correctly spell the word, and we will acknowledge that, and you'll stay in the competition. But I have found that it helps if you will look at me when I pronounce the word, to not only hear what I'm saying, but to see my attempted pronunciation. I would recommend that you repeat the word, because if you repeat a word and I recognize that you're stating a word that's different than what I have said, I will repeat the word. Again, I'm trying to get the correct word to you. If you need to ask questions, you know you have permission to do that, and don't hesitate to do so. I'll be glad to provide you with whatever information I have available for this process. Speak into the mic. It's difficult sometimes for the judges to hear what you're saying, and so we want to make sure that we hear every letter, and we would encourage you, if you'll join us at the podium, we'll begin with our first word. Sarah, your word is interrupt. That is correct.
Protein. Protein.
That is correct. Rebecca Cheatham from West Madison Elementary. Your word is geode. Geode. It's a Greek word which is may be defined as a nodule of stone having a cavity lined with crystals or mineral matter. Geode.
Geode. Geode.
That is correct. Rena? Rena, your word is apricot.
Apricot. A-P-R-I-C-O-T. Apricot.
That's correct.
Elite. E-L-I-G-E. Elite.
Correct. Ryan? Ryan, your word is petunia. Petunia.
Petunia. P-A-T-U-N-I-A.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Haley? Your word is knapsack. Knapsack.
May I have the language of origin, please?
You may. It is from German and Dutch. Knapsack.
Knapsack. K-N-A-P-S-N-A-C-K.
Sorry, that's incorrect. Ethan?